Hello. So my name's Kristi. I live in Minnesota in the United States. So it's nice and cold here. It's 1 degree today. I heard about Audacity actually just in the last couple of weeks from a girlfriend of mine. That led me to follow you on social media. And I think it was the same day that I followed that you had the post regarding the Build Your Best Skin campaign.
I am so happy to meet you. My name is Valérie. I am the founder and CEO of Audacity.
So I'm Taylor. I am Audacity skincare coach.
I always like to start saying one thing that you love about your skin.
I love when I'm freshly hydrated and exfoliated. I do feel like I have a natural glow.
So would you like to share your main skin concern?
I've noticed a difference in firmness and elasticity and fine lines. I do have, if we were to look up close on the camera, I do have some sun pigmentation. So whether that's sun damage or even around the jawline in the last 6 months, I've developed, which my guess would be potentially hormonally, a little bit of like closed comedone, or it will start out slightly cystic. And it's not a ton, but it's enough that, like you said, we're our own worst critic. And so I try very hard not to pick, but I don't always fall. I'm not always 100% successful with that. And then just hydration for certain because of where I live, specifically this time of the year.
So Kristi, Taylor is going to send you like a detailed email with all the steps.
Yes.
A whole bunch of also other products, which we're probably going to bring in the second and the third week, right? Feel free to reach out to Taylor. We'll see you in 1 week and see how things are going.
I am so excited. Thank you so much. I honestly can't tell you how appreciative I am. Like, it feels like a gift.
Tell me from the very beginning when you first started using the products to up until this point, it's like, how has everything been going?
My skin was more smooth and hydrated just to the touch. And I just kept being like, this feels amazing. So that was probably one of the first things I noticed. Every single one of these products, and you can't make this up, they all smell amazing. I haven't been turned off by a single one. It's been such a fun sensory experience for me.
That's so wonderful to hear. I'm so happy for you. So do you have any favorites right now? Like anything that really kind of sticks out to you that you just really, really look forward to out of all of them?
I didn't know that I would enjoy this as much, but the Montana Harvest, the evening cleanser. So that's the oil-based cleanser that you're having me use.
Yes.
And I remember both you and Valerie telling me to just kind of take my time with it and just to really work that into the skin. And the smell of it is very pleasant.
The rest of the routine seems to be going pretty good for you. I know we talked a little bit earlier today before we got on the call about some concern after you had used the all-embracing serums.
Oh, I'm getting these like super small, tiny bumps, right? Like you can't see them. Probably nobody else knows them. But if anybody, has ever experienced what somebody would typically call perioral or some form of dermatitis, just these tiny bumps. And it almost feels like dry skin, but it's not. And it can be a little bit itchy, but I would say right now, because I'm blowing my nose a lot, if anything, that's what this is from, but not a ton of redness. And I was like, well, that's kind of the only thing that I had changed.
So currently right now, we're going to stop using all embracing just to see, maybe that might be something more like a product you could try like in the summertime. It could be, there's so many different factors that can come into play with it. It definitely sounds like you had a little minor case of some dermatitis. I'm really happy that you told me about the concern that you did have, because throughout this whole journey, like, yes, we know our products are absolutely amazing, but sometimes our skin just maybe doesn't work with some of them at a certain time. So you'll hold on to the all embracing. Like I said, maybe we can try it like later on in like the spring or the summertime when it's getting a little warmer. Our skin's not going through all the hustle and bustle of one, being sick, and two, with the winter and stuff right now.
You're halfway through the Build Your Best Skin Ever. You're 3 weeks in, and I wanted to check with you to see how things are going. Have you noticed improvement in the hydration of your skin?
Yes, we're definitely starting to get there. And I think the other thing that we just had a great conversation about the other day was I actually did a little bit of, because we were outside for quite a while, I did a little bit of the hydration mask, and then I put, admittedly, because I knew we were going to be chatting, then I put the blue balm over the top just because it has such a nice glow to it. Found that those two together, my skin really tends to enjoy.
Fantastic. And what about congestion? Do you notice improvement from that?
So Taylor's actually helping me troubleshoot that right now, which has been super helpful.
Yeah, so we've been doing the salicylic acid from the Blue Aura around that area. And then we've been taking the CAR because of its antibacterial properties to go into that area to help reduce the inflammation, help fight against some of the breakouts, but not too much to the point because you're still kind of in that sensitive state right now.
Yeah, the redness has gone down in that area. And then I think as they come up, right, then it's kind of just that same process.
In terms of dark mark or hyperpigmentation, how is that going for you?
I feel like that's kind of the same, but my skin, and I shared that with you guys up front, is pretty sensitive. And so Taylor and I worked through, like, she's been helping me make sure that it doesn't become oversensitized. So I think kind of going forward, knowing that my skin is kind of in homeostasis and it's happy and getting hydrated. I think Taylor had some ideas for some of the other products that are targeted at that.
So yes, we will definitely be in touch very soon.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much. It's been so enjoyable. I appreciate it.
How is the skin? How has that improved?
There will be some here and there, like particularly around the cycle, but it's completely changed. There's a huge improvement from where it was 6 weeks ago.
How do you feel about the overall hydration and firmness of your skin now?
So at the beginning of the campaign, my skin wasn't horribly dry and tight after I cleansed. But if I wouldn't have put hydration, if I wouldn't put some form of moisturizer on right away, I would have felt it within 20 minutes or so, right? I would have felt that tightening, and I would have looked really dull. I'm also a mom that's homeschooling 2 kids, and my intention to go downstairs and do my typical routine gets interrupted, right? There was illness in our house during the 6 weeks that we've come in. So all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't have makeup on. And I'm like, I still haven't done my skincare routine, but guess what? I didn't notice because my skin wasn't super tight and dry because it's been so well taken care of that those couple of times that there was some one-off instances, I couldn't feel it. Granted, I was ready to go and take care of myself and do my actual routine. But I think that's telling, and that's real life too, right? Like that's a real life example of how things can shift and change and how my skin is just in such a better place than what it was. So it's awesome.
So that's super. Thanks for sharing that.
The other thing I have to tell you, Autumn on the World is remarkable. It is a game changer. I can 100% tell the difference on my skin if it is on there or not on there.
Great. I mean, we were going to ask you if there is one product that is a game changer, so you completely
That's it.
Yeah, the vitamin C serum.
I'm not gonna lie, I am sad that this is ending. Like, it's fun. It's fun to give feedback. It's fun to talk about skin. Thank you.